Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another cast by me, Wardí, from SC2 Improve. It's a pleasure to be casting another game for you guys today. And today we actually have a TvZ on our hands from Heart of the Swarm, and so it should be pretty fantastic to see how this matchup is developing in this in the new expansion. So let's kick it off with our players. In the upper right hand corner we've got our blue Terran player, Destructicon. And from the bottom left hand corner we do have our yellow Zerg player Mephtral, who has been playing a lot of Heart of the Swarm. He's really been focusing on practicing in the beta, and so he's kind of know-it-all about the beta. He knows a lot of the new units, he knows a lot of the counters and whatever else, so if anything we should expect to see some pretty cool stuff from Mephtral, as he's probably the most familiar with all of the new stuff. So initially, of course, we're going to see these overlords just moving out on the map, and so, nothing too crazy here, and, probably expect to see Mutalisks coming out of Mephtral on Daybreak. I mean, it's a good map for Mutalisks, and he does like the Mutalisk play as well, so we'll see what he does go for. Of course, it's nothing set in stone. I'm not completely sure. As we actually see the waypoint of this overlord, just going to be sitting above his natural right now, as Destructicon back at home, going for this barracks, and probably just going to be going for a gasless expand play, because why not? I mean, there's no need to get that gas out mega early unless you want to rush for a Hellbat drop, which is, I'm told, is just what wins you every single game in the beta right now. So we'll see, as Mephtral overlords are just moving across the map, and Destructicon Scout and SCV just about to start coming in right now. Just going to come into the natural, see what's up. I'm going to move up the ramp as well, and so in Heart of the Swarm, of course, we saw a lot of Hellion Banshee openings off of the gasless expand. Sorry, in Wings of Liberty we saw a lot of Hellion Banshees openings off of the gasless expand. But here in Heart of the Swarm, I think we're going to see a little bit, probably some Widow Mines. They've been pretty popular, and probably still going to open with the Hellions, but we'll see if he goes up to the Armory to get the Hellbats out, because it'd be pretty interesting to see if they're going to be used, because there's a lot of talk about them being just completely overpowered right now in the more or less in the entire game, in the whole beta. So we'll see if we do see any of them, as Destructicon does indeed just throw that command center down now at the low ground. He's got a single marine out to begin defending, and he's probably going to, after adding on this depot, add on a bunker and start taking his gases if that's what his plan is, as he's starting to get up to saturation on his main base here, and everything's just going smoothly for him, and it does indeed take that double gas. So exactly as we might expect, double gas coming down, and otherwise if we didn't see that, it was always going to be probably a third CC very fast and then going into the tech. So Destructicon just not playing too greedy here, again his double gas out nice and fast, and not rushing the third base too much. As he leaves, he did see Extractor come up from Mephtral. Only one worker left in there though, as speed is already on the way, of course, from the pool, and so Mephtral just going to be getting a little bit of early map control with that, as a couple of his lings as well just popping out right now and starting to move across the map. Going to be able to take the towers, poke at the front, and see exactly what is up, because Mephtral, he hasn't ran his overlord anywhere near the front right now, so he doesn't know if there's an expansion or anything coming out of Destructicon, as Destructicon does add his bunker on as well. So everything just looking kind of standard right now, nothing we wouldn't expect. Mephtral with the one guy left in gas, probably looking to just continue checking, and probably just going to go into a lair kind of fast, not the fastest possible there, of course, because he's only mining with one gas in here, but he's looking to continue his tech here in the near future, and it's going to be about another half minute or so at least until that there can come up, if that's what Mephtral is looking to go for. So Destructicon is adding the reactor to the barracks. He is getting that factor up. Does he go for Widow Mines? Does he go for Hellions? Is the question here. It's going to be really, really intriguing to see which of them does come out. So we're going to have to wait and see until it, of course, lands on that barracks. And here we go. What's it going to be from Destructicon landing the factory right now and instantly producing some Hellions? So we are going to see the Hellion opener, as Destructicon also adds a single tech lab here. So the Hellions as an opening, probably a good choice. Going to be able to get himself that early map control, clear out the towers for Mephtral's lings, and the early map control is pretty essential. He'll be able to see any kind of attack coming in, and now he's also just adding on his third CC as well. So nice and early, getting his third CC up, and there we do see more Hellions on the way out, as these first two are indeed just going to move out, start getting that map control we were just discussing, and going to start taking down this first Ling on the tower, and then probably just moving across the map, and most importantly trying to spot this third base from Mephtral, which is now on the way. And as Destructicon sees it, he'll know it's not the fastest third base, as that gas, of course, did come up very early on, and so Destructicon has to wonder, why did he use that gas? And the answer is because he wanted speed, and because he wanted a relatively fast lair. You know, he didn't want to delay it too much, as double Evo chambers now coming down at the front will more or less for Mephtral suggest going into the double upgrades with some kind of lair tech behind it. Cool little creep tumors moving across there, the new creep animation looking awesome, of course. And Destructicon not quite scoured that third base yet, being a little bit inactive with these Hellions, but as he goes up to 6 Hellions, he's actually going to start on adding on some Widow Mines here, which is really cool, and we'll see exactly what he wants to use them for. As his starport is up as well, so we'll see what he gets out of that. He's got his double energy drain down now too, and his third base just finished up, so Destructicon looking good in terms of macro, in terms of economy right now, and with his 6 Hellions, we'll see if he can really get anything done, as he's just going to continue taking the tower. Has he checked out that third base yet? No. And he's actually going to start killing off the creep as well. So Destructicon just getting a few creep tumors for a scan now wants to come in and check this third base, probably because he wants to know whether that is definitely going up, just to make sure that, hey, you're not going for some kind of ridiculous 2 base timing. And as he comes in here, he will see that, be able to take out one Ling, and maybe even going to get a few more. Hesitated a little bit there, which cost him the potential kills on the Lings. So as more Lings pop out here, Mephtral is actually going to try and get us around, but it's not really going to be enough, as these 6 Hellions do a lot of damage to the Lings, and these Lings going to continue streaming from Mephtral, but never just quite in enough numbers. And Destructicon finally losing his first 2 Hellions, and they will, the last 4 will clean up the last few Lings as well. So nice play from Destructicon so far, keeping them Hellions alive. And yeah, back at home he's starting to get these Widow Mines up. He's adding on some racks now and starting to float his third CC out. Already we see one Widow Mine just kind of stuck in the back here, and yeah, just starting to position them right now, as we're quite interested to see where else he wants to position them. Looks like these ones are coming down to the third base, going to get ready to maybe deny run bys over here, and whatever else, maybe muters flying in, and whatever. They're actually just going to sit over here right now, not quite being buried, as we do see the mutalisks starting to come out from Mephtral. That Spire was up in the production tab for quite some time ago now, and that means the muters do start coming out. The 1-1 just on his way as well, and Destructicon's not too far behind in these upgrades either. I mean, if he gets his armory up sometime soon, he should be fine in terms of upgrades, and that's great, as he's actually added on 2 Vikings here initially, probably to deal with the fact that he doesn't have too much anti against these muters. So these muters are about to run in right now from Mephtral, and oh, there we go. A Widow Mine going up on 2 muters there, so 2 Widow Mines actually going off. Destructicon, really nice placement, then Mephtral just having to come straight out, losing 2 of the muters, taking some splash damage, but immediately taking a 4th base, which is the correct decision, because Destructicon, he's taking his own third base right now, and as a Zerg player you do want to be that 1 expansion up, get the gas income rolling, and well, he's going to have to find some way to use these meters right now, because they've not been quite effective yet. And here he comes, he's actually going to come into another mine right now, and there we go, another huge amount of splash damage being done here, as more mines do just follow up. Overseer actually ended up having a mine on it right there, and Mephtral are now actually running Lings in 1 by 1, and that's actually going to set off all of these mines, which is going to be a little bit annoying, as well, there we go, the splash damage coming down, hitting the Marines a little bit, and suddenly these muters, there's not too much to do with them. The mines now being killed off as well, and suddenly Destructicon's third base mineral line is in a lot of trouble. However, he's moving out with his Hellions to the top left once again, and although he has to kind of give up his third base mining right now, he should be able to save this orbital command, although he's getting pretty low on health. He really needs to lift that right now. Destructicon is going to lose that to the muters, so a little bit of a mistake there, but running by with all of these Hellions, he's going to be able to pick off a lot of drones actually. Mephtral not prepared for this kind of counter-attack right now, as the Hellbats now come in. Oh my god, Destructicon just doing a lot of damage with these, and you know, the Lings and the Lings and the drones having to run away and leave this to the muters and the Queens, so pretty cool to see them being used. But Destructicon lost his third base, and that's pretty That's pretty important. Gives Mephtral, of course, a huge lead, and even though we did see actually there's only 7 workers that Destructicon got there, I thought he had got a lot more, so Mephral's in a fantastic position right now. Needs to find a way to spend that extra money of his, just injecting maybe a little bit more in his main. And Destructicon actually scans somewhere just over here, just gonna check, see, hey, what's up, am I safe to kind of move out a little bit. And he is just playing this bio style with the Widow Mines, which has become kind of the standard, I feel, in the Heart of the Swarm beta, you know, to use this kind of bio play. And Destructicon now is beginning to move across the map. It looks like he wants to go up to this 4th base to try and deny that there. He saw that there was no expansion in the middle, so he probably expects the expansion to the 4th base. And Mephtral completely out of position, and that's because we've got a drop in the main base here, which gets cleaned up pretty quickly. And Destructicon actually going to be able to get into the middle line here, pick off some drones. These Lings aren't going to be able to do anything. And so Destructicon in quite a good position right now. The Baners coming in though, how much damage can they do? A little bit, and actually the Baners will end up cleaning the rest of that up as well. So Destructicon getting some more worker kills there, but not too much else. Going to get about 13 more worker kills, but Mephtral going to replenish them almost instant. Destructicon losing his whole army to do that, not the best situation. So yeah, Destructicon, he's once again going to move out, wants to continue being aggressive here. He needs to keep his Medivacs count coming up as well though. Some Widow Mines actually joining the army right now, as again his 3rd base looks so undefended, looks a little bit scary even. So Mephtral, he might go try and target that, however he's once again out of position to defend his own 4th base. And will he decide to turn around and come back home? He very well might, especially because he's not been moving towards that 3rd base at all. And here we go, Destructicon going to be able to snipe the Queen here, going to get the Spine Callers too. Hellbats now coming down, and that base dies so quickly, and Mephtral will decide to come back up the map here, which is huge. Destructicon forcing the turnaround of these units, killing off that base as well, and you know, just scanning for some reason, whatever reason at all. And oh, the mines over here are suddenly going to go off on a lot of these Mutas, so the Muta's taking a little bit of damage there, as underneath this Muta ball you see a lot of the Marines actually getting cleaned up, and Destructicon's a little bit behind the supply right now, but he's the player of the bank, so if he can find a way to spend his money, he's going to find himself in a good little position. He's continuing to make bio. He needs to keep making Medivacs though. It's kind of really hurting him to not having enough Medivacs, and the Mutas wanted to go in there, but that wasn't going to work, and he probably saw the mines as he tried to go in, as there's a little bit of a shading on the ground which can kind of let you see them before you get there. So Destructicon flying his Medivac straight out in the middle of the map, not the best of decisions by him to fly it straight out there. That's why you always of course try and send the Medivacs around the sides of the map. So Destructicon just doing what he can right now. A couple of mines coming in to just burrow over at the 3rd base. And here comes the Muta's going to try and come into this 3rd base as well. Can they do any damage here though? The mines not quite in range to get their Mutas, and Muta's now going to come in from the side of the 3rd base where there isn't actually a turret at all, and Destructicon going to lose his gas, but another double drop coming up to the top left hand side, and only really drones up there right now. These Marines are getting cleared out over at the 3rd base, and all of a sudden we're going to see a lot of workers starting to go down for Destructicon, but he's going to deny this 4th base again. However, this time Mephral's got the 4th base in the middle of the map, and Destructicon keeps a fair amount of his workers alive. He's not actually going to get this base kill at all. The Lings coming in here trying to just clean this up, and Destructicon will just lift up speed boost over to the 3rd base. In fact, we'll be able to do a little bit of damage. Actually leaving a mine here in the mineral line, maybe going to pick off a drone or two. As well, now as the Mutas come in, Destructicon's going to have to retreat a little bit, and he's actually going to speed boost out of there, and that means he's probably going to get a little bit away, but not enough. And the Mutas will indeed catch up with that in the end, as well over here the mine actually blows up a couple of drones. That was pretty awesome. Destructicon's really struggling in terms of economy right now. He needs a little bit more, he needs a 4th base really, more than anything. 4th base needs to come up soon. He's really, again, the Medivacs so much just kind of not overseen necessarily, but just stimmed army. And well, Mephtral actually sees these mines now moving out to the 4th base, so he's going to be aware of them, he's going to be careful about it. And Destructicon, his mine over here, is actually going to blow up another drone. What an awesome mine. He's actually got 22 kills, that mine. Wow. Didn't realise it had that many kills. So Destructicon now burrowing these mines around the map, going to kind of set them just pretty much everywhere. It looks like he's going to set one over here, which should deny a base going up for the Zerg over there, although the Oh, the meteor's actually going to come in and just missing, in fact. So Destructicon moving out with a little bit of his bio. Again, just needs that medevac count to stay up. Maybe he could even do with a second reactive starport right now, because he is using a lot of his medevacs to drop with and whatever else. So scans continue to come down. Destructicon just kind of seeing where the army is or seeing where it isn't. So a single link is going to set off this mine over here, and that overseer of course spotting that. Going to allow of course Mephtral to just move in and kill these with pretty much one link. It's Destructicon with a couple of mines up here as well. If he burrowed them, might be able to pick off a lot of this army if it does sweep down there. I don't know, he needs to be careful of his double medevacs now, which are actually going to be fine, but he does speed boost away this time. Still forgetting to burrow these mines over here and stimming some marines and realizing the muters could be over here, and their mines do get picked off before they get to burrow. So if you take a little bit of a look at the game, the Mephtral, he's got the 3-3 on the way. That means he does have his hive up. He's not morphing a greater spire right now, and he's probably going to be able to go into ultras or anything else. His drop is looking to go into the main base. As Destructicon trying to clear a little bit of creep here, but will back off. Just going to fall back to his 4th base. And he's actually got a little bit of a drop up here as well. Mephtral sees this drop with his burrowed bayonets. The drop in the main base is going to be cleared up, and now the muters are going to head up to the top side of the map, try and deal with that. A lot of muters in this army, and well, these units up here might be able to do a little bit of damage. These burrowed bayonets again just still going unnoticed right now, as Destructicon's just not really achieving anything with these little attacks. He's keeping Mephtral back, sure, but he's just trading units for nothing, more or less, and he needs to build up a decent force. He's got so much at his 3rd base, which he's just not using. He's only just started 3-3 as well, and well, you know, it's not that bad. He's got these couple of Vikings in his main base, which kind of useless right now. May as well just send it over to the main. May hope to get an Overlord or two, unless he wants to keep them in case of Broodlords. But Mephtral, look how many meters he's still got out on the map. He's just slowing around, and again Destructicon flying these medevacs in a way that they keep getting found by the mutalisks, which really hurts him. That's the kind of the 4th medevac, maybe even the 5th, which has just gone down completely full of units doing no damage at all. So he really needs to be careful about that, and now as he moves up to the top left, he needs to be careful of the burrowed bayonets as Mephtral looks to try and come into the 3rd base, but not going to be able to. So mines moving around, they're probably going to get picked off by these lings though, as a lot of these lings will go down. Actually, the mines do burrow just in time. Destructicon's going to have to retreat right now, but the muters going to come in. They'll be able to easily clean up the rest of these marines, and Destructicon maybe trying to just bait back into a mine there. And there's kind of just little blue specks all over the map, which are mines and whatever else. Is this medevac going to come and try and get back to safety? Again, Destructicon just doesn't have his whole army in the same place. He's kind of forgetting about this whole army down to his 3rd. And you know, he's continuing to produce this bio. We see Ultralisks now on the way from Mephtral. He got that Ultralisk cavern up, and he's getting his kindness plate as well. And as 3-3 finishes, this is going to start being very scary, as we see a triple mine drop here. They're going to try and burrow and actually get a huge hit on the mutalisk. In fact, getting an overseer there instead of the muters. So, but look at the damage that mine did. It took so many of their muters down into the yellow. So really effective right now, as mines are still just moving around the map and just positioning everywhere, really kind of restricting where they can go. And there's actually bayonet mines all over the map as well. But Mephtral, he's getting these ultralisks out, and these could be what turn the game around right now, as Destructicon continues to load up drops. He's continuing to push here, push there, and oh, the mines getting a fair few lings right there. 10 kills going down for them, and Destructicon again just trying to bait into these mines consistently, which is pretty cool, as the Ultralisk is going to take a little bit of damage there, but look how fast the Ultralisks kill Marines. Wow, absolute destruction right there, and that's why you can't let Marines fight Ultralisks anymore. You need Marauders. So wow, that was quite scary really. These mines are still up for Destructicon all around the map, as a huge drop now comes into the 3rd main base once again. Going to try and just kill off these muters, but the mines, they're on cooldown. The overseer, does he spot that other mine in the main? Yes, he does, and he should be able to go in and get it, but he will not right now. And so Destructicon again, he's got his 4th base up. He's had it up for quite some time, but look at all the work he's just not mining with, and this is the problem. His 4th base was late, so now his 5th base has been late, and so he's just not mining as he should be. Mephtral continuing to expand all over the map really solidly, and again, Destructicon just moving these mines around, kind of just put them wherever. However, this one will get picked off by a spine crawler over here, so a little bit unfortunate for this little mine, as Mephtral actually goes over a mine with a lot of his ultras, but again, not taking too much damage on them. The ultras are pretty beefy, so Destructicon, oh, huge bayonet hit coming down as he tries to run over to deny this base, and again this medevac going to go down to the Mutalisks. Destructicon finding it difficult to really do anything right now, and again moving army over to his 4th base, still forgetting his 3rd base, and well, that just really hurts him. He should maybe think about using the army tab, the idle army button, as these ultras are coming in right now. It's going to be hard for Destructicon to hold, because these ultras are going to just tear these Marines apart. Look at that, they're just absolutely decimating them. Planetary Fortress goes down very quickly as well, and Destructicon trying to pull everything that he's got to help here, but everything is just dying so fast. I don't even know what to say. It's just, well, yeah, look at that, the ultras doing so much damage. GG from Destructicon. Mephtral leaves the game as well, and well, yeah, Mephtral with a really solid defense. Destructicon, he tried to do a lot of things, but he just wasn't able to make any of it really work at the end of it all, and so Mephtral, after cleaning up so many jobs, just playing it patiently with the mines, was able to move into the 4th and just take out Destructicon. So GG to Mephtral, well played. Look, Destructicon looking pretty cool there though with his play style. Really looks awesome. And it's pretty cool to see the mines as well being used so much, and just especially positionally all over the map, just picking off units here, there and everywhere, and just restricting where the Zerg can go so quickly. So really cool. Guys, this has been a cast by Wardí from SE2 Improve. If you want to see more of my casts, please do consider subscribing to me on YouTube, youtube.com/SE2Improve. Alternatively, you can follow me on Twitter at SE2_Improve, where you can see where I go live with any of my streams and whatever else I may be up to. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, I'll see you all later.